yeah, so I've explained. So thanks for doing it, sort of thing. Like, so I'll just be some like questions and like things like that, like just finding out about you a bit. Like, so like what inspired you to start doing music?
So I've always loved music. Someone asked me the other day if I've been singing for very long, and I said I've been singing since I was born. I've always loved music, had music on in the house at home when I was growing up. Just from every decade, from kind of Elvis to Fontaines DC, kind of all the way through. Just love music, always have.
Love
And then
sponsoring music as
yeah,
well.
it's just a dream to be making it in terms
Ah,
of making my music myself.
cool. I seen that you do you live in, I seen you were based in London. Is that where you live, or is that where you
Yeah,
from London? Or
just outside London, yeah.
oh yeah, cool. When did you know like music was for you then? Have you known since like a young age type thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In my bones, in my veins, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I used to kind of, do the classic thing of sort of dancing around my bedroom with a hairbrush, kind of, pretending to be Kylie Minogue. So yeah, always had that dream.
Ah, cool. How's your journey been with it so far? So obviously, are you still? I'm just seeing off like Spotify and stuff. Are you sort of still at an early stage with it, or have you been doing it for years? Or
So it's been about so I've been performing for about a year. I started writing just over 18 months ago. So the album is very fresh. And yeah, just sort of sat down with my guitar and started to write from start to finish. And yeah, and then had an amazing production company called Little Ear Productions who produced the album. And yeah, I've been sort of performing for almost a year now. So yeah,
you're
it's
just
still
doing the
quite
London scene at the minute, or you going everywhere at the minute?
yeah, just the London scene at the moment. But yeah, looking to tour later in the year.
Ah, cool. That's cool. When you're because I was listening to the albums. I like that. I liked Johnny and was it Who Do You Love?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed them. They're the two
Yeah,
I've
they're
played the most so
streaming.
far.
Both of those are streaming very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
So
them. See, when you're writing them, do you like are they personal, or do you get them from like, or you like a bit of a storyteller? Some people can just
yeah,
write songs off
no,
the cuff, can they?
they're very very personal. Each song is like a little musical baby. It's a very personal thing writing a song, and yeah, they're about two individuals who I shall not name on this call.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're great little songs. I love them. Play them
So
for a
can you
bit.
guess what Johnny's about? I bet you haven't listened to the lyrics closely
Yeah, I've
enough.
only listened because I literally had them on tonight. So I've had them on, I had it on at work today, and then I had it on tonight. So I haven't had a proper listen to the lyrics yet. But
You can come back to me
yeah,
because
I will do. I'll message you
there
and see
are
if I can figure it
clues in
out.
Johnny. If you listen to the lyrics of Johnny, you can work it out.
Yeah, I will do. See, how would you describe your music to someone if like they'd never heard it before?
So it's indie rock.
Example
Kind
had
of,
a bit of Alanis Morissette sort of sound.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. People often say that, and I've got the long dark hair as well. So
Is she a bit
yeah,
of an influence then, is she?
yeah, definitely. Alanis Morissette. Bjork's a big influence. So You're Never Alone has got a bit of a kind of
Yeah, I like that one as well. That was another one I liked.
yeah, sort of
Yeah.
feel to it. PJ Harvey, Patti Smith, just so many amazing performers out there, Stevie Nicks, and also, the modern ones. So um, you know, all of the kind of recent celebrities are amazing as well.
Yeah. Have you found anything challenging with it so far? Like, I don't know, like you're getting your music out there and stuff. Would you find has that been challenging or
Yeah, so it's challenging sometimes when I'm organizing gigs. So when I'm organizing gigs, sometimes the agent wants you to sign a contract. Someone sent me a contract the other day, which I read. I don't know how many people actually read the contracts that these people send, but I read it, and yeah, it said, if I should, for any reason, illness or otherwise, cancel the gig, then I would be liable for all costs. And I said, well, I obviously can't sign that. So yeah, I think the struggles have been really with the kind of the business side where There's quite a lot of contracting, and you have to read the small print.
With the cost, is that like your band and things like that, or?
Well, exactly. What costs? So I asked a question, what costs do you mean? But they couldn't answer my question, so I didn't sign
Sounds like a cop out, doesn't
it.
it? What's it like touring
Costs
around?
like the heating, the electricity, the
Oh, so
everything.
you'd have to
I
pay
don't
for
know.
everything
I
like
don't
that?
know. I have no idea what they meant.
Yeah, because I can only think surely it's your band and your equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you got a backing band, or do you have to like pay sort
Yeah.
of? You do.
Yes, I've got an amazing band. Yeah. Just incredibly talented musicians, and that obviously makes my life a lot easier when I'm fronting up an amazing band. So yeah, they're brilliant.
Now, what's it like touring and like doing your gigs around London? 'Cause that obviously I'm from like a little town, so we sort of get local pubs and stuff. But there's lots of good venues in London to play and stuff, isn't there? Like, have you played any of the good venues or?
Yeah, so I launched the album at the Water Rats in King's Cross, which is, always been a dream to play there. And it's an iconic venue. So the first gig from Bob Dylan when he came over from the US, and the first Oasis London gig was at the Water Rats. So it's a really amazing venue, and yeah, I had an amazing time. So this was just a week ago. So we had a fantastic night, and it was yeah, it was really euphoric.
You know, like you said that the last two chats I've done with two people, we've talked about Bob Dylan, and
Oh, really?
my friend was like, you need because I'm a massive Dylan fan. She's like, you need to stop dropping Dylan in every video, and then this isn't on me this
No,
time. I'm getting away with it this
gotta keep
time.
dropping Dylan in. Keep dropping Dylan in for sure.
Do you think you see your music evolving throughout the like in the future, or do you think you'll stick to the same sort of sound? Or
Yeah, it's definitely evolving. So it's evolved even since I've recorded the album. So it's becoming yeah, a little bit rockier. My voice is developing, getting stronger. And so yeah, I think the second album, which I'm already kind of writing, got sort of 5 or 6 songs already, is yeah, it's going to be a bit more modern sounding, a bit more rocky, and yeah, some kind of catchy tunes as always.
are you on a second album already?
Yeah,
How long did it
yeah.
take you to do the first album?
So it took me 6 months to write um, the songs, and
Yeah.
then 6, 7, 8 months to record, and then yeah, and then I've been performing.
See, I always imagine it's really hard to get we obviously got the lyrics and then you've got to get the music together and everything. Like, forget how much
Yeah,
there's to it. Like,
yeah, and I write everything, so it's 100% me.
oh, you do the music as well. So you do all the
Yeah,
music and everything. Oh, that's
yeah.
quality. I like that. It's good. It's good because it makes the album more. It's more you, isn't it? I suppose. Like
Yeah,
everything. That's great.
yeah. I had amazing help from Little Ear Productions. So Jamie Howell and Graham Sims play on the album. But in terms of the writing, it's 100% me.
Ah, that's brilliant. Is that is that your favorite sort of sound then? Sort of the rock sound?
Yeah, I think sort of indie rock. A lot of the stuff I like, a lot of the bands that I like. Not quite Arctic Monkeys, but yeah, I absolutely love that whole kind of scene. But yeah, it's definitely evolving to become a little bit more edgy, I would say.
Yeah, that's cool. So what can we expect from you in the coming months? Then you've got lots of gigs lined up, and
Yeah, so lots of gigs. So folks should check out my Instagram account, Helen King Music, and all of the sort of gigs and venues are on there. And then, as I say, kind of keen to do a tour later in the year around at least around a bit of the country. So get out there and meet some new people.
okay, what do you hope people will take away from it when they come and see you?
Well, I hope they enjoy it. Firstly, I mean,
Yeah.
we had a really amazing atmosphere at the launch gig, and people were dancing and smiling, and that really feeds me as an artist. That really makes me feel energized. So it's amazing to see people having a great time, and hopefully the songs and some of the sentiments in them will touch on things in other people's lives. Because certainly for me, over the years, music and songwriting has been a huge support to me when I've had difficult times. So I would like to think that there's some connection and relatability, and people can kind of latch onto some of the lyrics and some of the points I'm making in the songs.
Yeah, that's great. It's brilliant. I love that. Well, is there anyone you want to work with? Who's the dream to work with if you can have anybody?
Oh, so I really like new Norwegian artist called Girl in Red.
I think I've heard Girl in Red.
Yeah, she's
Sure I have.
really great. Real belters, very catchy stuff, and quite poppy though. So yeah, so I'd like to kind of bring her over to the slightly rockier side, and collaborate with her.
Oh, brilliant. That was it really. So it was just like a little chat sort of thing, and then I'll sort of post it on my page.
Great.
And then I'll obviously tag you in it, and I always make whoever I've spoke to their song the song of the day type thing. So it was like,
Yeah.
they've had good feedback and stuff. So I'm hoping it sort of builds and builds. It gets followers every day and stuff as well. So it seems to be going all right.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.